What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Hot Mic Media. Today, we're going to cover the Young Thug's probation situation. Prosecutors in Atlanta are seeking to revoke rapper Young Thug's probation and have him in prison following a controversial social media post. Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, had previously pleaded guilty in October to gang, drug, and gun charges, resulting in a probationary sentence. The recent issue arose when Williams reposted a social media image of a district attorney's investigator labeled the biggest liar in the DA's office. This post allegedly led to the public disclosure of the investigators and her parents' home addresses, accompanied by online threats against them and the district attorney Fanni Willis. Prosecutors are arguing that this behavior violates the terms of Williams' probation by endangering legal proceedings and promoting witness intimidation. They have filed a motion to revoke his probation, which could result in a 20-year sentence. Williams has denied any intent to threaten, emphasizing his commitment to peace and stating he does not condone or participate in threatening behavior. His attorney contends that merely posting an image does not constitute a probation violation, especially in the absence of evidence that Williams used and issued threats or was aware of a court order to withhold the investigator's identity. The court's decision on this matter could significantly impact Williams' future, given his previous indictment in 2022 for alleged involvement in a violent gang and gang activity.
Now to that Channel 2 Action News exclusive on rapper Young Thug. Tonight, the Fulton County District Attorney's Office filed a motion to revoke his probation. The rapper was released on bond last November. We broke the story on WSBTV.com around 8:30 tonight. And Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie joins us now live from the newsroom. Mark, the DA spoke exclusively to you about this motion.
Yeah, this concerns the YSL gang racketeering conspiracy case. Last year, DA Fanni Willis suggested to us the sentence for rap superstar Young Thug, real name Jeffrey Williams, that let him hit the street the night he pled guilty or nolo contendere to all charges he faced, was a sentence which could send him to prison for years if he crossed the wrong line. Now this.
If your motion is successful, Young Thug would go to prison.
He could.
A new and dramatic verse in the case surrounding music star Young Thug, real name Jeffrey Williams. A motion from prosecutors at the Fulton County District Attorney's Office to revoke Williams' probation. It says, quote, since sentencing, the defendant has engaged in conduct that directly threatens the safety of witnesses and prosecutors, compromises ongoing legal proceedings, and warrants immediate revocation of probation. Fulton County District Attorney Fanni Willis.
What our motion is concerned about is that we certainly believe that his post was to threaten law enforcement, which is all part of gang activity.
Jeffrey Williams' attorney Brian Steele told.
How was his post to threaten law enforcement? All he said was the DA was the biggest liar. Like, that's it. I don't understand that at all, man. I feel like Fanni Willis, man, she got some issues. She be just out to get anybody, any rapper in Atlanta, it seems like. Like Fulton County, she just feels like she runs everything. I don't understand it, man. Like, a simple post like that? And now he's looking at 20 years and back in prison? That just don't seem right, man. I don't get it.
Told me by phone it is never appropriate to be engaged in any type of witness intimidation. It is never appropriate to threaten to murder another person. The prosecution's motion to revoke Jeffrey's probation should not be well received and should be swiftly rejected. It is irresponsible to file a motion of this sort when Jeffrey has done absolutely nothing, Steele said, to violate.
Yeah, and he hasn't done nothing. I mean, we live in a country where it's freedom of speech. He didn't threaten anybody. He didn't say he was going to shoot anybody. He didn't say, I hope the DA gets kidnapped. That's crazy.
Any condition of probation or threaten a witness.
We know that it is clear to Mr. Williams that the intent of the district attorney is to stop gang activity in Fulton County, Georgia. We believe the judge's order is clear, and that this is an intentional violation.
The motion says investigator Marissa Viverito is currently testifying in a gang murder hearing. and indicates a judge ordered the witness not be shown on TV while testifying, but that a blogger posted on social media she doesn't want to be shown on screen. Well, here she is, along with...
So how is that Young Thug's fault that a blogger posted on social media a picture of the woman, of the DA? That's not his fault that she's undercover. Come on, man. Like I said, he didn't threaten anyone anyway. She'd be tripping, just trying to abuse her power. I hate that.
The photo of the investigator. The motion says on Tuesday, Young Thug reposted the image, and the post went viral, amassing more than 2 million views. The motion says Viverito's home address and her parents' home address were publicly posted, exposing them to grave danger, and that hours later, an additional post emerged threatening the assassination of DA Willis. The motion alleges Williams' continued association with individuals actively involved in witness intimidation, threats of violence, and obstruction of justice constitutes a clear violation of probation conditions.
Last year, Ms. Willis suggested to us there was room for accountability in Young Thug's complicated sentence involving 5 years commuted time served, followed by 15 years probation, to be followed by a, quote, backloaded 20-year prison term, which would also be commuted to time served if he successfully completes the probation, which was loaded with lots of special conditions. I expect, Wendy, a courtroom fight over this one. Reporting live in the newsroom, Mark Winnie, WSB Tonight.
And we know that you'll be covering.
He literally might be going back to prison for posting a tweet that wasn't threatening anyone, for calling a district attorney a liar, and that's it. Everything else that happened after that was not his fault. Anybody could have did that. See, they got their hands so wrapped up in this case, and they can't wait for Young Thug to make a mistake. For him pleading guilty to some of the stuff that he did just to get out of prison, he probably shouldn't have, but then again, he's in prison. So I get it. He wanted to go back to his family and friends and so forth. But what they did and what he accepted probably wasn't the best situation. The way that Fanni Willis got a strong hold on him for any little mistake that he may or may not make. Like, granted, I don't think it was smart for him to post that tweet, but his right of freedom of speech, and he didn't threaten anybody. He didn't say, oh, I want to set up the DA should die. Nah, man. Nah. But yeah, man, that's my take on the case and the situation. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.